Scorpio, hi, welcome and welcome back. This is going to be a general message for the sun and star sign of Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, wherever you may have Scorpio prominent in your chart. Let's get to it, Scorps. Okay, we're going to be doing a free range read. There's not a direction. Spirit doesn't want me to focus on business, finance, career. Spirit wants it to come out how it's going to come out. It's called like a free range read. Spirit said 2 more shuffles. One. And 2. Okay. So by the shuffle, I'm feeling something right away. It's like something was working, then you went a different way, and you're trying to make it work in a different way too. And this is how I know that, because when I originally shuffled, I did this, right? Then I had the deck upside down a different way and opened it like this, right? A different way, and I shuffled and it got like, so you're trying to master something in all the ways. It's something like that. And you're going to do it. See, Scorpio is very interesting. All the signs are interesting to me. I have a special love for all the signs. But for Scorpio, I understand you on a very deep level because I myself am a sun sign Scorpio. And so, sorry guys, I'm on the Nicorette gum. And so Scorpio does not believe in perfection. We know that life isn't perfect, right? We know that we can't be perfect. And so we don't chase perfection because we know that's not real. And at the baseline, Scorpios are realists, period, point blank, right? But what we do is we master things to the best of our ability. Front, back, upside down, sideways. We want to know everything like the back of our hand. So it's like you're doing something in life, whether this is for yourself, for business, finance, career, whether this is in family, friend, social. It's just all, whatever it is that you're doing, you're mastering your own ability to do something and to do it like nobody's going to be able to do it like you do it, period. A lot of this is going to be coming from your own intuition, but you're going to be researching a lot of things so you have the facts to back up what you're talking about, what you're going for, right? So it's like, for example, I could talk to you all day about tarot from a spiritual aspect, absolutely. Psychic, intuitive, great. On the woo-woo side. But I could also talk to you if I can't reach you on the spiritual woo-woo side, that's okay. I can reach you through logic. 78 cards in every single deck, right? Sometimes there's more if there's mystery cards, but it's all grouping. It is learning how to express like personal growth. It's like using divination as a visual seed to explain what goes on in real life, right? We all learn differently. This is how I learn, right? So we could say it's flashcards. I'm a visual learner. Flashcards prompt things for me to explain. And on a logical level, at logic and reasoning level, these cards on a technical mean certain things. So put the intuition, put the channeling aside. On a logical level, if I wanted to just go technical, I could reach that way because maybe people aren't woo-woo. Maybe they're not spiritual. But you're real. You're a real person, a realist. So if I can reach you through logic and reason. Do you see where I'm going with that? So it's like I'm using myself as an example for what I'm trying to say. To reach people, You don't have to be spiritual to understand, because at the base of it, I'm a realist. So if I am not going to be able to reach you through, the spirituality, which is fine because we're all individuals, I can still reach you through logic, through psychology as well. It's like that. But I had to understand what these cards meant on a technical. I had to separate. I know that when I am being reading as a psychic intuitive, pictures will mean different things. They'll ping me, and I'll get a answer that way. But I also can get an answer from a technical. What this card means this, right? It's taken me, decades. I've really dived in. I would say that I'm definitely a scholar in this respect. And it's just something I'm passionate about. I love learning, and because I like psychology, I've dived and I like helping people too. It all ties in. It's something like that. I hope that I'm making sense. But enough about me and enough about that example. Let's hop in. So it's like you're trying to find something in a different way. You're trying to figure something out, not just in a technical, but in all other ways. And you may have gotten like a hiccup or something, because when we learn something new, or when we're trying to figure something out and on this angle and that angle, it's a learning curve. That's all you're going through right now, is a learning curve. It's not that it's hard. It's that you don't understand whatever this is for you yet fully, and that's why you're still learning it. And but it's all going to work out. Let's see. It's all going to work out, because yes, so it may seem tough at first, but it's all going to come together. Show me for spirit. Show me for Scorpio, spirit. Wow, nature is here, number 15. But in the traditional Rider-Waite, this would be considered the devil, which can be seen at, oh, I see what's going on. Get out of it. Okay. So the devil card, yes, it can mean addictions. It can mean toxicity. It can mean being around the wrong people that are devilish, right? That work from their shadow side. That, how a normal people would meet somebody to want to get to know them, whereas a devil type person, manipulators, meet people to gather information to use later to benefit them, right? I don't say things for no reason, so there's a reason I gave that as an example. But in this particular read right now, in this spread right now, we have nature, which is the devil, to the 8 of Athames, which is the 8 of Swords. It's almost like you're in you might be feeling oppressed and held down because you're in your own head. Some of you need to go outside more. You need to get out of the house, or you need to change your scenery. It's like things are going on in your head. It's like rumination, but also thoughts. But it's a self-imposed mental imprisonment. That's what the devil means in this read right now. There's something that in your own psyche that you're psyching yourself out for. Because if you look at her. Do you see the Athames all around her? Around her. And you see that she's bound on the eyes, the arms, right here. But if you look closely, she's actually not bound tightly at all. If she wriggled her arm out right here, pulled this down, grabbed one of these, she could cut this open and she'd walk and be fine, right? But also, even blindfolded, if she were to walk straight, she'd be fine, because the path is clear in front of her. It's just what's around her that's scary. But it's a self-imposed mental imprisonment. These are the thoughts that are around you. Now, this could be 8 things, sure, but this could be one thing that you have looked into 8 different ways, because Scorpios are deep thinkers, and you think of every little thing and what could happen, what's plausible and possible in that way, right? But sometimes porcupines may be of significance. I see this now. I've never noticed, I don't recall noticing this before, but the animal on this card is a porcupine. So that might be significant to some of you. I know me personally it is. Um, but look that up for a spirit animal, or if you're a libertarian or anarchist, or classified as a libertarian or anarchist, that might be significant to you. It might mean that you have an extra message in this reading, right? But it's a self-imposed mental imprisonment. You're doing it to yourself and you don't even realize it. I've been there. It happens to all of us. No matter how healed we are, no matter how high vibrational we are, no matter how positive, how optimistic, it happens. Because life happens. And, it happens. But you got to get out of your own head. Look at it like this. You see this guy right here? There's a trap, and there's the bear behind him. There's a few ways we can look at this. He was dancing with the pixies over here, right? Or they're right here. Now this bear, he could be making it so that this trap isn't hurt by the bears, as the bear's watching him make it so that no animal could be hurt by it. Now, is the bear going to then attack him? Or is the bear then going to be thankful that he is making it so that the animals won't be hurt? I guess it depends on the consciousness of the bear. And in this deck, because it's a mystical deck, it's a Celtic pagan deck, he is more so looking to see the integrity of the human. And you have the pixies in the back dancing around, right? But they're also kind of purple, which is purple can talk about the crown chakra, the information that we're receiving. So maybe he received information that this isn't good to do. And as he was receiving the information, he was doing it. And lo and behold, he made a friend. Now, another way we could look at this is he wanted to protect the animals from this. And the bear didn't understand that, but was still waiting to attack. Another way that we could look at this is karma, right? We could look at it like maybe he's setting the trap. And the pixies are like, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Don't do that. So he's setting a trap, but the bear watched it, right? Do you see where I'm going with that? As in, from the aspect of, I just explained a few different potentials, a few different ways that this could go, right? But realistically, what is happening? We see a man kneel down, a bear trap, bear behind him, and pixies, right? What is the moral of this story in a realist? Watch your surroundings and listen to yourself, right? And maybe not go out at night to do something like that. It's something like that, guys. But do you see how I took one thing and created several different outcomes or thoughts? Now, I could be in a self-imposed mental imprisonment going over that. Well, it could be this, it could be that, it could be this. But the reality of it is, this man is out there to do some kind of job. I don't know what that job is. You don't either. But he does. And he's going to do that job. It's something like that. Am I making sense? Hit that like button. There's some kind of truth that's coming into you as well. If this is anything to do with birds are back, you might have messengers. You might be hearing a lot of things too. Purple is here as well. I was seeing that earlier. But if there's anything to do with legal or contractual, in any way, shape, form, or fashion, business, finance, career, family, friends, social, love, romantic, whatever, right? Networking, it's going in your favor for the favor of truth, right? It's also saying, get out of your head. Stop thinking of things in the worst way, because the truth and integrity prevail. The harvest is here. Now, another way to look at this card, because it's number 20, would be the Judgment card. So it's you reap what you sow. But in this deck, it's the harvest. And the little gnomes are out here too. Because this man and this lady, they planted the seeds. And they tilled the seeds. And they watered the ground. And they, made sure that the soil was good soil. And they pulled the weeds. And they worked so hard all season. And now it's time to reap the reward. Now, they have a bountiful harvest here. It's depicted, right? But that's because why? Because they tilled the seed. Because they used good soil. because they knew to use the good soil, because they picked the weeds, because they made sure that the crop was looked after. So what they're harvesting is their own rewards. Now, if they just planted the seeds but didn't do anything other than that, what they would be reaping is what they sowed, which is, do you see where I'm going with that? So it's like, it's also a strong emphasis on Scorpio karma. There's a lot of karma coming towards others because of your success within yourself, but also business, finance, career too. There's something about some kind of like shadow, a doom and a gloom that's going to be passing over you, and to get out of your head, because how you're seeing yourself is only through one perspective, a situation or something, but there's more to it than what you're seeing. And what's coming into you, some of you might be nervous or in your head because what's coming in is maybe you're getting more connections, platonic connections, business connections, networking connections, right? But you're nervous. You're like, what is all this? So you're stuck in your head thinking the worst, thinking that the bear is going to attack you as soon as you open that up and make it so that, but really it's not going to attack, because that's, bear sees what's going on. In this realm, that bear has consciousness. You see where I'm going with that? Get out of your own head, because what you have planted is now coming to be harvest. The sun is here, the brightest card in any deck. You may be a Leo moon or a Leo rising. You don't have to be. It could just mean that that's the energy that's being harnessed, that's coming in, which is fixed fire, which Scorpio, you're fixed water. So you have the fixed fire coming in. So it's like a way of doing something with your spirit is fixated, not fixated. Your spirit is doing something in a way that you've always done on the spirit wise. It's hard to change that. But at the core of it, your spirit is very loyal, hardworking, boisterous too. It wants to come out. But they need you to get out of your head. This is also fixed air. Wow, there was a message in it, within a message. Fixed air, which is Aquarius, the Eight of Swords. We also, wow, all the signs are here. This is showing the balance. This is also Aquarius too, more fixed air. So we have fixed air, fixed water, fixed fire, and then we have the cardinal sign, the cardinal for Earth, which is the Capricorn, is a cardinal sign. So this is like coming out, also embracing yourself and making shit happen on Earth. You're harvesting the things that you've created on Earth. Some of you may need to use your dark for the light. So so Capricorn nature in this deck, but number 15 in any tarot deck for the Rider-Waite style anyway, which is the style that I read, the main style that I read for, although I do read the Lenormand and Gypsy style, and I do other divination, but this would be Capricorn, earth sign. And so the things that you have physically done to harvest on earth, like planting the seeds, you're reaping those rewards now from that. And it's something that has to do with earth. The bounds that have bound you, or the binds that have bound you, it's in your head. It cancels out when the sun comes in. But you got to get out of your own head. You are the truth. You are the Lord and Lady are here now too. This is Gemini energy. This would be the Lover's card. And the traditional Rider-Waite, number 6, Major Arcana. We got a lot of Major Arcanas here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 Major Arcanas in a 6-card spread. And at the bottom of the deck, you have Scorpionic energy, the Wild Hunt, which is the Tower card. So that means you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Major Arcanas in a 7-card spread, which means there's 78 cards in any deck. Sometimes there's more, but traditionally there's 78 cards in the Lenormand, in the Rider-Waite style, right? Of that, 22 are Major Arcanas. You have, like I said, Harvest 1, Nature 2, Sun 3, Lady and Lord 4, Wild Hunt 5. You have 5 Major Arcanas in this 7-card spread. What that means is your past actions, behaviors, and free will choice set the pace for divine intervention comes in, then more divine intervention, then divine intervention again, and more divine intervention. It's your spirit has set you up for divine intervention because you chose to do the right things for whatever this is for you. And so the only outcome would be a good divine intervention. But you got to get out of your head. The tower is here, but how I'm feeling this right now is it's a lightning moment. Something is waking you up, but it's also showing you that anything that was built on a faulty foundation, spirit will make crumble. It won't work. And so the fact that you're harvesting a bounty shows the tower moment should wake you up to see, wow, I've got what I want and what I need because I did it for myself. And boom, I'm reaping what I've sown. I'm waking up to understanding I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am created in God's image, in God's likeness. Whoever and whatever God is to you, whatever that is for you in the Most High, that's what I'm talking about. Call it whatever you want, right? But that's what I'm talking about. Nature, too, in a sense, even though it's the devil card, but it's also nature, which nature has different temptations, but nature also has different temptations was, why did I say that? Because the devil, temptations on earth, but it's also nature, which has tower moments, lightning moments, where lightning could hit right now, right? Right here, electrocute, could, right? Or lightning could hit a tree that could fall down and it could cause a fire in that area, but then it would rain and then the rain would put the fire out. But then what happens is the part that the lightning set on fire in nature, right? And then the rain put it out, let's say, that created a new space. Now it's fresh ground for something else to grow because things grow after they die. That's just how it works. It's something like that, guys. Some of you might be a Gemini moon or a Gemini rising. You don't have to be, but you have some sort of balance within yourself. It's the balance of mind and heart, the balance of the divine feminine and divine masculine that resides in all of us. The logic and the emotion, mind and heart. Dogs may be of significance to you. Two of them could be a Springer Spaniel or some kind of pointer dog. Doesn't have to be, though. I'm also hearing druids. Some of you might fall into that mythology as far as fall as in that might be something that you're interested in. And if so, to know that, I'm speaking to you if that's it. But this is the truth that's coming out. What I'm speaking is the truth. And look, we have a match. King of more fixed air. King of Athames, Queen of Athames. Truth, justice, and integrity. You're going to be getting emotional wish fulfillment for you completely because right now, the 10 of chalices, which suffice to say, in order to get the 10 of chalices, you already have to be at the 9. That's just how the fool's journey works. Or if you're not familiar with the fool's journey from a spiritual aspect, but maybe you're religious, it's the hero's journey. Just applied verbally differently, right? But when you're at the 9th cup, that means you have self-fulfillment of emotional health and well-being for self. You have everything that you need for self on an emotional level. Now you're seeking out what you want. And this also makes sense to me because you've put so much work into the seeds that you planted so that you can reap this bounty, right? You just got to get out of your own head. Because the sun did come out. That's why you're reaping this. It's bright times ahead. It is coming. The tower moment is happening to you. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, or I'm wide awake and well aware, right? And things that are happening on earth, nature, the devil card. But I feel this is embracing your using your dark for the light. It's like, when somebody makes you really, really, really angry or they try to trigger you and make you really angry, but instead of like giving into that and giving them what they want and also making yourself look like a fool and yelling, screaming, swearing, and acting like a child, which, hey, it happens sometimes. We outgrow that shit though, right? Instead of doing that, you combat that with either silence or a dismiss or a boundary or remaining calm and just calling out the behavior. It's like that. Do you see where I'm going with that? Does that make sense to you? There's But what you're receiving is, and for some people, the Ten of Chalices, the ultimate wish fulfillment, what they want, because they already have what they need, so they seek out what they want. For some people, that is a wife. For some people, that's a husband. It's a happy family. It's kids. It's a house with the white picket fence. It's a dog. It's a cat. It's a pet. For others, it is independence and financial stability in a larger spectrum, right? It just depends on whatever this is for you. It can be whatever you want it to be for you because we're all individuals. You have something that's coming in though, and Spirit just wants you out of your head. I'm hearing, get out of my head, get into my car. What the heck? You remember that song? But yeah. All right. Two of Chalices. For some of you, this is love. It's more scorpionic energy. So the Ten of Chalices is also water energy, Scorpio. Now we have the Two of Chalices. You might have long brunette or black hair, straight. It could be called good hair. It also could be called hair that is permed for those that are of a more please forgive me if I'm not being politically correct, more of an ethnic hair. It's that permed hair, right? Some of you may have red hair. That was for a female. For a male, you may have red hair or auburn hair. You may have it in a ponytail. I'm seeing someone with a beard as well, a full beard here and here. And then there's a goose, but I see the goose as luck, like the golden egg, something like that. Somebody's going to be coming in very charmingly to you, but Spirit wants you to also pay attention because the Knight of Chalices, when that comes in, good times can be had, but it also can create an illusion. Somebody could be trying to feed you a story. I'm getting a few different downloads on this. For some of you, this is saying on a love aspect, somebody's going to try to come in and try to convince you that that you want them. Okay, for some of you, somebody's going to try to come in on a love aspect and try to convince you that no strings attached is the relationship that you want. But really what it is they've set their eyes on you, but they're not ready to commit. So they're going to try to spin a story. It's something like that. For others of you, this is saying somebody that is very charming and clever and good with their words is going to come in and they're going to want to have a good time with you, right? But they're going to be honest about it. For others of you, if those two don't resonate, so this is saying that somebody charming, someone that you can trust, somebody might be younger than you too, short hair, male, is coming in to have fun with you in the ways that you have fun. So it doesn't matter what their idea of fun is, it's whatever your idea of fun is. And it's a friendship too. So there's a love aspect, there's a friend aspect. Let's dive in a little bit more to see, you know what? Show me with words. Clarify that Knight of Chalices. Beauty. They see the beauty in you. You're going to see the beauty in them. For others of you, look, goes back to the first story that I said, that when someone's going to try to come in on a love aspect and try to convince you that no strings attached and no commitment is the way to go, but that's their own shadow self coming out. They have commitment issues. You're basically going to bruise their ego because they're going to come to you and try to confuse you, emotionally confuse you. But you're going to soon realize you have all the choices because you got it all, baby. You got it all. They see the beauty, but they're not healed. That's a message for someone. I don't know who. What else do we have? You are protected at this time from your angels, ancestors, and guides. You're also, your higher self is protecting you as well. So listen to yourself. Business is looking good. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. I'm hearing that strongly. Use your dark for the light. Right. Have faith. Move forward. Listening to yourself and your higher self. This one wants to pop out too. And this one. We got beauty, harmony, listening, and faith. Spirit wants you to listen to yourself and listen to others when they speak so that you can understand completely what someone's talking about. So you won't miss anything, right? You're going to be listening to that. Have the faith to still move forward, even in the face of like immaturity that you don't want, but also to have faith in yourself because you're doing whatever this is. You have the beauty and the harmony, and that's why people want to be around you, one of the reasons. But you can't take everyone with you. Not everyone deserves to be around you. But to not lose hope. Don't lose hope. It's also saying that somebody else is hoping that you'll look at something in a new way, have a different perception of it. Because somebody wants their way with you, but it doesn't align into the ways that you are, your morals, your values, your beliefs. It doesn't align. Somebody can't rise up or level up, so they're hoping that you'll come down to meet them there to make them happy. Yikes. Sounds like a narcissist, a covert one, which I do see the Knight of Chalices at times as the covert narc. Look up covert narcissist. Also look up communal narcissist. This is one of those. This is the type that is very dangerous. These communal narcissists and the coverts are extremely dangerous for humans, for people that are, of course, loving, caring, kind, compassionate, empathetic, because they lack in all of those areas. But it's also very dangerous for people that are in communities, extroverts that are in communities, creative people that also own their own business, because these types, the communal narcissists, steal the ideas of others. They steal their work, claim it for their own, and if you do a group project, they will diminish your participation because their life is to be seen in the outside world. Whereas most people, have a life outside the house and inside the house, right? But narcissists do not. Communal narcissists need external validation for every single thing that they do, right? So while let's say I'm working diligently at home, but I'm working on a project with a few other people. But I don't come out that often. But when I do, I come out, we brainstorm, blah, 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 right? Well, while I'm at home doing my thing, this is an example. It's not real, it's just an example. This communal narcissist is out talking about all the things that we're doing, but making it seem like they themselves are doing it. It was their idea and they're doing all the work while I'm doing nothing. That's why I'm not even there right now to work with them on these ideas and this, and they're doing everything. Meanwhile, I'm at home doing everything. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's like that, right? That's an example. You need to have the strength, more Leo energy, and trust in the intention that you made because it's working out in your favor. Have gratitude for the things that we cannot change and the courage to change the things that we can and the wisdom to know the difference. That is part of the serenity prayer. But also you need to surrender to have gratitude and then surrender. So it's like I am grateful for the lessons and I'm grateful for blessings, but I'm just as grateful for the lessons. I surrender to the universe, to God, to whatever you believe in the Most High, right? 3333 on the clock. Look up that number. Some of you may be at Life Path 3, Life Path 6, Life Path 9, or it's just talking about changes, collaboration, working with others, right? It's like that. But to have enough gratitude and then surrender the lessons, but keeping the blessings. Somebody may be coming around in a new way as well. I'm getting this strongly. For some of you, I'm hearing family, family, family. For others of you, I'm hearing an X, and then I'm hearing right now, just like your ex, alert, alert, alert. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, pay attention to your dreams. The awakening is here. We already saw the awakening with the tower. Pay attention to your dreams. It can mean actual sleep dreams, sure, but most of us dream the most when we're awake. Keeping yourself centered and balanced. Protect yourself because you are healing, and to know that you have a guardian angel looking over you and things are happening in divine timing. Change is necessary for this next step, but keep moving with the grace and the harmony that you have, as well as the beauty. Don't lose the faith. Listen to yourself. Have gentleness with yourself. There's some sort of union that you need to release, and for others of you, there's a union coming, so you need to release something else for this to take place. It's one of two ways. Releasing a union, right? Some of you may need to tell someone you don't care how much time has passed. You don't care that, because sometimes what people do, guys, is they treat us like such crap and they do such horrible things. Then they go away for a while and they think because enough time has passed, we're just going to forgive and forget. No, no, and no. We forgive, sure, but we forgive so that we can forgive ourselves. We don't forgive others for them. We do it for ourselves, but we don't forget, because the moment we forget, we invite that back in. Forgiving and forgetting is just an old belief system that people that used fear-based tactics and intimidation would put onto others. Forgive and forget. No, because you're just going to keep hurting me, and I'm all set with that. And so you can say absolutely nothing. You can put up boundaries. You can walk away. If people keep trying you and you feel unsafe, I'm not a fan of calling the police, but if you are in physical danger, get a restraining order, get a protective order, sure. If people want to slander and gossip, sue them. Hey, having an attorney on retainer is not a bad thing. It's actually not as expensive as you might think. Just throwing it out there. I've learned from experience. But yeah, the days of us accepting filth behavior from people, and maybe for a long time, guys, you did like forgive and forget. But no, that just allows people to keep treating not only you, but others like trash, right? You can't help how they treat others, but you can help how they treat you. I don't know about you, but for me, I don't want to be associated with anyone from my past that I cut off, any of my exes, one ex. That's just my son's father, but that's because he's a good man and a great father and always has been. There was never any issue. But, I'm a very literal person, so when I talk, if I misspeak or allude into a way that might not seem truthful, my brain's like, alert, alert, lie, please fix, So that's why sometimes I share the way I share. Okay, what else do we have? Yeah, there's something, you're out, Scorpio. You came out in your own read with the Death card, Lord of the Shadows. Yep, you're stopping something, you're rejecting something that from your past. Your Four of Chalices, Seven of Pentacles, rejecting something from your past. You need to be honest and make the practical choice for you, not for anyone else. And Death and Rebirth is here. The Crone is also here, which is strength, more Leo energy. And then we end with the Piscean energy. The High Priestess is out. Listen to yourself. Be strong within yourself. Know yourself and move the ways that you know for yourself. Yep, because something's ending. It has ended. The World Tree, which is the World card, and then the Wheel of Fortune. So something completely ended, and there's a new cycle and something new that isn't the past. And that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Look, we're going to end where we started. It's back. How perfect. The Ace of Wands. And then there you are, King of Chalices. Some of you might also be dealing with a Sagittarius, because I have Sagittarius and Scorpio here. But really, they're not a king. They're a knight. And they're pretending that they know you, but you're going to shock them because you know them and you don't want anything to do with them. It's something like that. They think they're going to get a victory, but they're not. The victory is yours, period, point blank. That was a lot of channeling, a lot of different moving parts. I hope that this made sense. Please hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, Scorpio.